Hey everybody, it's Jess with the Chapter 3 assignment over an introduction to Max for Live. So I picked a MIDI file for Amazing Grace. I was hoping that everybody was familiar with the hymn, fingers crossed, whether it be from, an a cappella version or a soloist version or, a chorale or maybe a big production at Mass. Hopefully you've heard it. And I applied 2 Max patches to it. So the first being, the one we went over in the book. I have 3 intervals here. The 7, which is a perfect fifth. The 4 here is a major third. And then the 12, of course, is an octave. And the only reason I point this stuff out and, kind of draw your attention to what you are familiar with is because this, won't sound quite like a big production of Mass. It takes, the note that's being played and basically turns that into the root of a major triad. So it kind of sounds, like it's shifting keys throughout. This is originally in F major, but of course, if there's a D ever played, which I'm going to just use it as an example because I'm not, fully aware of that at this moment. If there's a D played, then there's going to be an F sharp, which of course isn't in the key of F. So, like I said, it basically just takes, the note that's being played and makes it the root of the triad, the major triad, so it kind of sounds like it's shifting keys throughout. I only did this, for the sole purpose of this assignment, so, bear with it. I do have, it's not on, but I do have the patch that we created in Chapter 4. I wanted to follow along with an arpeggiator, and I was going to use this as like step number 1, starting point. But, this is very random. It does not follow any key. It does not follow any, scale. You can't select a scale. It's just random. It's just random notes. And so I went ahead, it's in here. I guess I could delete it, but I Google searched, and thank goodness Cycling 74 came up, a forum. I was just looking for something that would be in key, or maybe I could select the key, or maybe I could select some notes to play from. And this patch came up. So I did set the tempo to 50. It's 100 in the session view, but this just basically halved the number of notes that were output. So the best way to explain this is it analyzes the chord that's currently being played. So it analyzes as the song goes on. And so the first chord is F, so you'll see F, A, C being played. And then, and again, this is just an example, don't quote me on this is probably not right. If the next chord is C, then you'll watch a C, E, G be played. Maybe it's B flat, you'll watch an F, B flat, D be played. Whatever the case is, it basically just cycles through the notes of the chord. Now, granted, there are a couple times where the chord switches quickly, and it maybe sounds. I just noticed it once. It was like lagging by 1 note, and it was just one occurrence. Just something that I did notice. I'm not sure if it's a common occurrence. Doesn't look like one, but just something to note as I was watching it play. I did not use the dance.org as the book used, but I am really enjoying this grand piano organ soft combined in an instrument rack, so I went ahead and used those again. And then, last but not least, I am half deaf from my shooting, from my, percussion. I play percussion just a little bit and way too loud, and it never seems to make a big enough difference when you're wearing earplugs. So I did have to go ahead and put a limiter on it. To basically keep it from peaking. So I think that's everything. I am going to play it once without this second Max patch on, and then I'm going to hit this toggle and play it a second time so that way you can kind of hear the difference. So that being said, I hope you like it. It is Amazing Grace, so can't go wrong. Enjoy.